On today's Primetime Local News, let's ride! The Lloyd X Fair Parade took over downtown Lloydminster today. We have the highlights. And City Council continues to discuss the future of signage and advertising in Lloydminster. Plus, with the fair kicking off, we have a look at this year's trade show.
Primetime Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
75th Avenue south of 44th Street is closed starting today for repairs. 75th Ave from behind the alley behind Best Buy and Sobeys to 29th Street will be closed. The city says portions of the road will be patched or replaced. Access to businesses on 75th Ave will stay open just south of 44th Street. Local traffic will still be able to pass the 75th Ave and 12th Street intersection. Construction is expected to be completed the week of August 1st. Well, it was a busy day now here in Lloydminster as a well-known parade here in the border city was back up again this year in full force. Our Adil Ahmed has a story.
A parade that has been taking place here in Lloydminster for over 25 years kicked off Wednesday morning in downtown. People like Cruciera say the Lloyd X Fair Parade is a way of bringing friends and family together.
I just enjoy seeing my friends, and it's fun to talk and watch the cars go by.
While last year's parade made its way through 51st Street, this year it went through 50th Street as spectators were able to witness the parade from both sides of the street. Some notable groups that were a part of this year's event were the Lloydminster Catholic Schools Marching Band with their resonating tunes. Other notable groups that were a part of the parade were the Lakeland Rustlers women's hockey team, who will be playing in the Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference for the first time this fall. While these local figures were showcased at the parade, kids like Tegan McFadden and Maddox Turcott were looking forward to something more specific.
Meeting my friends, getting candy, big rides, big semis with lots of candy and stuff.
For Primetime Local News, I'm Adil Ahmed.
And if you missed the parade, you can catch our parade replay on July 22nd at 7 p.m. on CITL. As the Lloyd X Fair is now underway, so is another popular event at the festival. Well, that's the trade show. Located inside the Saskatchewan building, the Lloyd X Trade Show kicked off today as multiple vendors began gathering and displaying what they had to offer. Some of these vendors, like Dirt Road Creations, have traveled from as far away as Manitoba to be at the trade show today. They say traveling with other vendors helped keep these friendly shows personal.
We came from Yorkton, and then we do the Red River X in Winnipeg, we go to Regina, we go to Saskatoon, so we, not the local ones, but anyone that travels, we kind of made friends along the way, so we know lots of the vendors. It's not so far from home, at least we know someone.
From food to fun, you can find almost everything at the trade show, and some vendors even have draws or other bonus activities.
Yeah, we have flat decks and headache racks for pickup trucks and different accessories to go with it. We also have a draw here as well. You can enter to win a free headache rack for your pickup truck.
On top of that, right next door to the trade show is a petting zoo. There are different animals and interesting exhibits to take in. For more information on the fair, trade show, or petting zoo, visit lloydx.com. Signage and advertising policies are a big topic of discussion for Lloydminster City Council as work on policies addressing community signage continues. Council has been taking their time listening to community members in order to try and make sure the policies being brought forward are fair.
I think it's important that we, as council and administration, just take a look and make sure that if our policy and land use bylaw is drafted in a way that isn't fair, that we take a look at that and ensure that it is, given that the individual believes that their property is unique in nature versus maybe some of the other properties that, generally speaking, that policy would be in force for.
Other issues of signage that have been brought forward by community members is how the excess of signs makes the community look cluttered.
There's some sentiment that was expressed today, certainly by Dan Langford, and he talks about One of the issues that we see as council is making sure that we don't have our streets and littered with signs, and that make sure we manage them in an appropriate way so that the city does present itself as being one that's organized, planned, and welcoming.
Council will continue working with administration before making a final decision in regards to signage policies and the land use bylaw.
One of the challenges we often have is, do we develop a large bylaw that encompassing multiple, or do we create multiple bylaws? And I think from what I've seen, the larger bylaw is more effective, but sometimes it's imperfect. And that's what we'll take a look at, and that is being reviewed and will be reviewed going forward.
Welcome back. Chatsworth Farm is a family farm 15 minutes north of Vermilion. They'll be opening up their farm to the public for Alberta Open Farm Days. Our Thomas Wildman has more.
Today we have Charlotte Waslick, one of the farm family members of Chatsworth Farm, who is hosting their own Open Farm Days this year. And so thank you so much for being with us today to talk about that, Charlotte.
Thank you so much, Thomas. I'm glad to be here.
So for those who are unaware, what exactly is Open Farm Days?
Yes, so if you haven't heard, this is the 10th year of Alberta Open Farm Days, and it's a province-wide initiative to open up all types of farms and agricultural businesses to all Albertans so that they can experience agriculture locally, whether that is a mixed farm, a brewery, a crop farm, and anything and everything in between, just to give people a backstage pass to meet the farmers, see what they're growing, meet the animals, and just enjoy a lovely day at the farm. So this is the 10th year that Alberta Open Farm Days has been going on, and this is our 3rd year as a host farm participating.
And so Charlotte, what is Chatsworth Farms going to be showing off at Open Farm Days this year?
All of our returning favorites, and then we have some new additions. So those include the guided farm tours of the animals and the rest of the farmyard. We have the gardens, machinery demonstrations, an expanded farmers market this year. We have a barbecue lunch throughout, and it's going to be featuring our farm's own hot dogs. So it's beef made with hot dogs that are made with beef from our animals. So that's really exciting. And then we have a few partnerships, Ducks Unlimited and Highline Manufacturing, who are going to be on site as well, just showcasing what they do with our farm and some of the machinery that they have and the programs that they do.
So when exactly are you guys hosting this Open Farm Days initiative?
So Open Farm Days is a 2-day event. For our farm, it's just the single day. So it's Saturday, August 13th, and it is from 11 until 4 o'clock. And so you can find all the information on our website and on the Open Farm Days website. And the best thing of all, it's a free event to attend. So some farms might have some special activities that they might charge a few dollars for, but overall the event it's $0 to attend. So it's really accessible for anyone and everyone. And at our event, we also have transportation available. So if mobility is a little bit of an issue and you feel like you might not be able to attend because of that, don't worry, we have you covered. And so you're able to come and enjoy the farm without having to worry about that aspect.
Thank you so much for all the information, Charlotte, and we hope to see a lot of people out at your guys' Open Farm Days event.
Yes, it's going to be a great day. And if there's anything you want to know, you can just reach out, and there will be lots of animals and something for everyone to enjoy.
And now here's a look at today's agriculture prices.
Mr. Jace Mackey now taking another extended look, yes, at your weather forecast. We will be looking at our central zone of Alberta and Saskatchewan here. And on the Alberta side, as you can see, we definitely have cooled down from those temperatures of what we were looking at yesterday with that heat warning in effect. We are now just sitting at that 20-degree point in most spots. Athabasca and Whitecourt slightly cooler at 17-19, 20 degrees in Edson, while it's 21 in Edmonton and Rocky Mountain House, and 22 in both Red Deer and Jasper. So definitely looking a lot lot cooler today, but you know, it might be nice to have a little break from that heat from yesterday because it was definitely a scorcher. But as we look now over to our Saskatchewan side, unfortunately they are still seeing those warm temperatures, and you know, although they are pretty warm, they are still having that heat warning right now in effect. So please look at Environment Canada if needed. Saskatoon especially is just at 33. So hopefully if you're over on this end, please make sure you are staying hydrated, using that sunscreen. Try to find shade as much as possible if needed. 26 over in Prince Albert, while there's 27 in both North Battleford and Meadow Lake. 29 over in Melfort, and Cold Lake is just at that 25 mark. Now going over to our northern zone here, they are still continuing that warm streak as well, especially on our Saskatchewan side. Uranium City is probably the coolest compared to the rest with 20 degrees, and they start to warm up from there. 27 in Wollaston Lake, while there's 29 in both Stony Rapids and down in Flin Flon. La Loche and Buffalo Narrows both twinning at 26, and South End and La Lorange at that 31 and 32. So definitely some spots are seeing that heat warning. Switching now back over to Alberta's side, they are looking a lot cooler. So you guys, you can see Saskatchewan is definitely continuing that warm streak compared to the Alberta side in most spots of our zones in our provinces. Slave Lake and Grand Prairie at 17, 18, while high levels just a degree warmer there. Peace River just hit that 20 degree mark, and Fort McMurray and Fort Chipewyan a little bit warmer there with 21 and 23. Now going over to our southern zone, they are looking a lot warmer on the Alberta side compared to the northern and our central spot. Lethbridge and Medicine Hat especially with 28 and 32 degrees, 23 over in Calgary, while Banff is just reaching 25, and Coronation is probably the coolest compared to the rest with 22. So they are definitely looking a lot warmer, probably have that heat warning in effect in some spots. And going over to our Saskatchewan side, not a shock, seeing that 32 and 30 with Moose Jaw and Swift Current. The rest are a couple degrees cooler with 28, 29 in Regina and Yorkton, 27 degrees in Estevan, and Kindersley is definitely the coolest compared to the rest at that 23 mark. But now going back across the region and looking at what we will expect throughout our evening tonight, we definitely will be cooling down from what we saw the evening before, of course, with the heat warning as it continues throughout the night and the evening there. Muirn, Wainwright, and Provost will be seeing that single digit with a low of 9, a low of 10 that Paradise Hill, Unity, Pearson will be expecting. Bonnyville and Meadow Lake will be seeing a low of 11, and Isla Cross will be seeing the warmest with a low of 14. So seeing definitely some better temperatures for tonight, although some spots will be seeing some rough conditions with that precipitation and that risk of a thunderstorm. And then looking at our 3-day forecast for here in the Border City, be looking at that mix of sun and cloud tomorrow at 25 and even reaching 30 degrees for Friday and Saturday. So get ready. We're seeing a beautiful weekend here in the Border City coming up. That's all I have for now. Our Jason Mackey will have more news coming up after the break. Joining us today for Primetime Local News is Christine Van Gool with CJs Market and Bakery. Thank you so much for taking the time to be able to speak with us today, Christine.
Thank you.
Yes, we're really happy to help get the word out on this, on a delicious treat here in the Border City, and having this stand in Lloyd on a seasonal basis. You offer so many different types of products. Now, I just wanted to ask, starting off, how long has CJ's Market and Bakery been around here in the community of Lloydminster?
This will be our 6th summer at the stand.
And in those previous years, did you see some good response and strong support from residents here in the Border City, on all your products that you offer?
We have fantastic customers that come to the stand several times a week, really. Always happy, and we just love serving them. It's a fun crowd in Lloydminster, and we just love our customers. They're so happy.
And for people that may not know too much about CJ's Market and Bakery and everything that you offer, can you kind of give a little backstory on the history of CJ's Market and how it started up?
For sure. So my family moved back out from BC, I guess 2014. We wanted to move away to where we could afford to have land for the family to grow up on. And when we came out, I was disappointed in the quality of fruit that I could see compared to what we were getting in BC. So we decided, you know what, got to start something. Let's start a fruit stand. So that's what we've done. We started in North Battleford, started small. Our key thing that we want to do is we go directly to growers that we know personally, so that we have control of the quality right from when they're picking it, transportation, and straight to when we're selling it.
You're saying a little bit about North Battleford. Can you kind of expand on all the other spots that people can catch a CJ's Market and Bakery stand at, other than Lloydminster and the surrounding areas?
For sure. So we started in North Battleford the year before we put the one in Lloydminster. And then this year we're doing some expanding. We're actually going to be opening up a little stand in the Home Hardware in Lloydminster as well. Unity is going to get a little stand and another one in the Battlefords area.
And with having CJ's Market and Bakery in the title, can you explain a little bit about everything that CJ's offers, just for all the products for people out there that are wanting to come check it out for the summer?
Well, we start with our main thing is BC fruit. So any fruit that you see is from BC. We don't start early with US fruit, which is why this year we had to open late because the cherries were late. So right now we've got cherries. We should have apricots and blueberries within a week or so. And then peaches, nectarines, plums, pears, apples, all of it starts to snowball. This year we have also added local vegetables. We are on an acreage now finally, and we planted a lot of vegetables. So we'll be growing our own vegetables and bringing those to market as well.
And can you kind of expand a bit more on exactly where the stands are at and when you're open and everything, all that kind of information to get out there?
For sure. So the one in the Canadian Tire parking lot there in Lloyd, we're open every day from 10 till 6 from now until at least the end of September. And then depending on the weather, we stay open a little bit later. Home Hardware one will be similar hours, again, 7 days a week there. North Battleford is 7 days a week, 10 to 6. And the Unity one will probably just be Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6.
And for people that are wanting to check it out online to kind of find that information and exactly where you're located and everything that you offer, and exactly like, you know, with hiring or helping support CJ's Market and Bakery, where can they look?
For sure. We've got a Facebook page. It's just facebook.com/I love CJ's Market. Like I said, the cherries were late this year because they had a cool spring, 3 weeks late, in fact. But now that we're started up, things are starting to pick up. It's kind of a harder season to predict of when things will be in, but we're hoping peaches will be about 2 weeks away. So
awesome, Christine. Well, it's been a real treat to have you on our show. Thank you so much again for joining us today, and hopefully more people will come check out CJ's Market this summer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shelby, for this opportunity.
Furniture set and design supplied by Furniture Gallery and Furniture House, downtown Lloydminster.
Thank you so much, Chantel, for joining us today to talk a bit about the home hardware and the Barbie paints that's coming.
Yes.
Why is the home hardware doing a Barbie paint collection?
They are celebrating 60 years of Barbie. So they partner with Mattel to just celebrate. Yeah.
Does this have anything to do with the Barbie live action movie that's coming out as well?
It does. Yes, it sure does.
People have been very excited about the Barbie paints that are coming.
We've heard some good things. We've had lots of people browsing through it. They love even the muted colors. They're not just bright, vibrant colors, but they're even colors you can use through your whole home. So they're one of them it's called a glow up. It's this beautiful sunny yellow. It's just so cheery. It's a bright near day.
There's more than just interests for children in painting their rooms of the colors that are in the collection.
For sure. Like there's even some pastel colors you could use in your living room, your kitchen, even your own bedroom.
Do you have any examples of the colors with you, like any swatches?
So here at the top, we have our muted colors. Even a nice, beautiful, rich black. And then towards on the bottom here, these are very beautiful, vibrant colors for the Barbie Dream House.
This anniversary, it's been around 60 years. So obviously this has been an influence on many people growing up, seeing the Barbie's dream home and the colors and the typicalness of all of everything. What do you think it means to people to be able to choose these colors now and paint options at Home Hardware?
It means that they could be kind of a part of it. They can enjoy these colors that has always been associated with Barbie and just explore their inner child.
But were you excited when you heard the collection was coming?
I really was. It's always exciting to get new colors in that you can offer to people and see how excited they get when they can, wow, I love this color. I'm going to try it in my bathroom or bedroom. It's very satisfying to see people so happy.
How much interest do you think there has been overall compared to maybe other paints for the Barbie Dream House collection?
I would say the interest has been, it's pretty significant so far. I think it's because of just the Barbie. It's such an iconic toy, right? You know, everybody's had a Barbie at one point. And I think people see this as just something that they can relate to, you know, as a child, the colors, the imaging.
How long will the partnership with Mattel last for the 60th anniversary of Barbie? Is this a limited time collection?
I would believe it'd be a limited time. I'm not quite sure how long that time is, but it is usually a limited, yeah.
Is there a price difference for the Barbie collection compared to other paints?
Oh, no, certainly not. Nope, price is the same.
Thank you again so much for talking a bit more about Barbie and the partnership with Mattel at Home Hardware. Is there anything else we'd like to add?
Come down, have a look at it, check out our colors, our different paints. Nice, warm, welcome atmosphere. We can help you out in any way we can. Use your color and you just let your imagination take you away.
Well, that's all the time we have for our first hour of Primetime Local News. Our second hour continues next.